Assalamualaikum and hi. Today my friend Remonika Gita and I, Muhammad Arif Iskandar Beramzan, would like to present about one of the countries in Southeast Asia, namely Malaysia. Malaysia is a country in Southeast Asia. The federal constitutional monarch consists of 13 states and 3 federal territories separated by the South China Sea into 2 provinces, Peninsular Malaysia and East Malaysia Borneo. Kuala Lumpur is the national capital, largest city, and the seat of the legislative branch of the federal government. Malaysia has a multi-ethnic, multicultural and multilingual society. The original culture of the area stems from the indigenous tribes that inhabited it, along with the Malays who later moved there. Great influences have come from Chinese and Indian cultures since the days of foreign trade began. Malaysia is a federal constitutional monarchy, the only federal state in Southeast Asia. The system of government is modeled closely on the Westminster parliamentary system, the legacy of British rule. The head of state is the Raja, whose official title is Yang di-Pertuan Agong. The king was elected for a period of 5 years by and from 9 kings descended from the Malay states. 4 other states which have government titles did not participate in the election. Malaysia economy. Malaysia is a state-oriented market economy and a relatively open new industries. State play an important but declining role in guiding economic activity through microeconomic plans. Malaysia has one of the best economic records in Asia, with GDP growing an average of 6.5% annually from 1957 to 2005. The Malaysian economy in 2014 to 2015 was among the most competitive in Asia, ranking 6 in Asia and 20 in the world, higher than countries such as Australia, France and South Korea. In 2014, the Malaysian economy grew 6%, the second highest growth in ASEAN, behind the Philippines growth of 6.1%. Malaysia technology. Malaysia digital transformation continues to drive demand for US technology. In the information and communication technology sector, as Malaysia strives to become a digital hub in Southeast Asia. Malaysia focuses on the development of connectivity, satellite broadband, digital infrastructure for buildings, 5G ecosystem and smart automation. Malaysia is strategically located in the heart of the region, with easy access to other emerging markets and robust infrastructure, connectivity and economic stability. The ICT sector is one of the fastest growing sectors in the Malaysian market. Malaysia is a multicultural country with many offers for visitors regardless of their budget or their pleasure. Kuala Lumpur is the capital and a cosmopolitan city with stunning shopping and stunning architecture. Within a block, you will find both the ultra-modern Petronas Towers as well as several places as well as colonial buildings. The first, the Petronas Twin Towers, Kuala Lumpur, the tallest twin tower in the world. Petronas reached an impressive height of 452 meters up to the clouds. The tower in 88 stories high and has an impressive total of 76 elevators. Visitors can go up here to see the stunning scenery of KL and the 6.9-hectare KLCC Park, below which the scenery is very impressive at night. The second, Batu Caves Selangor, located less than an hour outside Kuala Lumpur. The Batu Cave complex consists of 3 main caves plus a series of smaller ones, most of them containing statues and 100 years old shrines dedicated to Hindu gods. The third, Mount Kinabalu, Sabah. With an altitude of over 4,000 meters, Mount Kinabalu is the highest mountain in Malaysia. The mountain is part of Kinabalu Park, one of the oldest national parks in Malaysia and a UNESCO World Heritage Site. The fourth, Penang Hills. Puncak Bukit Pulau Pinang can be reached via the Bukit Pulau Pinang Railway and air-conditioned funicular that makes the 2,007-meter climb in 5 to 10 minutes. And the fifth is Langkawi Skycap, Kedah. The Langkawi cable car travels 2.2 kilometers between Pangkalan Station and the summit of Mount Machincang, where several attractions, including a pedestrian bridge, are located. So here is a list of 5 tourism products available in Malaysia.
So I would like to continue with the level of contribution of Malaysian tourism, which is the product to the country. So the first will be Petronas Twin Tower towards Malaysia. The Twin Towers are focal point of the Kuala Lumpur City Centre, KLCC, and it is at this prestigious address and its vicinity that the city's skyscrapers are concentrated. The project was designed by one of the top architects in Malaysia, Hija Kasturi, who is also behind 2 iconic towers that have become city landmarks, Menara Maybank and its interlocked locks, and Menara Telecom, inspired by the bamboo shoot. Next will be Batu Caves, Selangor towards Malaysia. The magnificent Batu Caves are one of the top tourist attractions in Malaysia, partly because they are located only 30 km from downtown Kuala Lumpur and easy to get to. Countless tour operators run half-day trips to the caves, but you do not really need to waste $50 on an organized tour unless you will be rushed around the caves so that the guides can have extra time to drag you to handicraft shops and earn some extra commission. Then will be Mount Kinabalu, Sabah towards Malaysia. Tourism contributes to the conservation and protecting of mountainous areas, and even the characteristics and activities of tourism also affect the environmental sustainability of an area. This study aims to identify tourist characteristics, their opinion towards a sustainable environment, their activities conducted at the park, and environmental impacts. Overall, 383 respondents agreed to participate, and the response has been analyzed using the relative importance of these activities, and environmental impacts were quantified by the relative importance index method. Next one will be Penang Hills towards Malaysia. Unlike any other states in Malaysia, Penang is labelled as one of the leading destinations in the country today, and many tourists who visited Malaysia will definitely anticipate their visit to this very heritage site. The main reason why Penang has been where it is today is mainly because it also had a better and more developed infrastructure than most of the other places in the country. Generally, there are 2 stadiums located at Penang for the convenience of the locals as well as to attract tourists and outsiders to take part in any sports event over here. Lastly, Langkawi Skyscape, Kedah towards Malaysia. The Langkawi cable car, also known as the Langkawi Skycap, is one of the major attractions in Langkawi Highland, Kedah, Malaysia. It provides an aerial link from the oriental village at Teluk Burau to the peak of Gunung Machincang, which is also the location of the Langkawi Sky Bridge. The total length is 2.2 km, which is 1.4 mi, which is a journey time from the base of the dome of around 50 minutes. It was officially opened in 2003. Thank you. Then the issues of difficulties in tourism industry of Malaysia came. So here we go. Tourism industry in Malaysia started in 1970s when Malaysia government developed tourism as one of the development forces with several objectives such as increasing foreign exchange earnings, increasing employment and income, and fostering regional development. In early age of Malaysian tourism industry, government focused on promoting tourism in the private sector with incentives given to private sector to develop accommodation, facilities of visitor center, and encourage more participation of Bumiputra. This country has been voted as one of the top 10 must-visit global destinations in 2014 by Lonely Planet, which is the popular travel publication. Meanwhile, in 2012 and 2013, Kuala Lumpur voted as the world's fourth best shopping destination by CNN Travel Survey. That's all. Next will be how to develop tourism industry. Tourism is a potential matter in social, environmental, and economic levels of government agendas. Tourism is a mentionable earning industry of Malaysia. About 24.7 million tourist arrivals in Malaysia in 2011 and receipts are at 58.3 billion from these sectors. Government has been giving special emphasis on the tourism sector during the each plan period. The government adopts and formulates various laws and regulations to ensure sustainable tourism development as well as implement necessary policies. Students' point of view in tourism development in Malaysia are there exists vast tourism development potential in Malaysia. That's all from me. Thank you.
In conclusion, the structure of the tourism industry is very complex with various sectors such as accommodation, travel, attractions, and support services working together to create the final product. Due to this fragmented composition, it is very important to have a plan for sustainable development. So that's all from us. Thank you so much.